What's up, everyone? I'm Coach D. Hey, if you like my content, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my page. We're getting closer and closer to 20,000 subscribers, and I really do appreciate you guys. So this series that I'm doing about the Democratic Party and what they've done for the black community has been gaining a lot of popularity on social media. So much so that I'll probably have to add to this series. But I also want to point out that I make these videos because it is a question that I am often asked by black Republicans. So I'm answering the question, what has the Democratic Party done for the black community, to let them know. However, that does not take away from the fact that Democrats are doing a lot for American people, regardless of race, gender, and etc. So today what I want to do is I want to piggyback off of yesterday's segment and dig a little deeper into the education piece, because we all know that an educated population is a prosperous population. The Biden administration's student loan debt forgiveness program helped a lot of black people who were disproportionately affected by predatory lending practices. This was a historic move by the Biden-Harris administration, but even more, on June 29, 2023, when the Supreme Court struck down affirmative action, the Biden-Harris administration immediately sent out directives to colleges and increased funds to programs that helped marginalized communities. Affirmative action basically permits schools to consider the financial means of a student, where they grew up and went to high school, and personal experiences of hardships and discrimination. So the Biden-Harris administration asked schools to continue to consider those factors. And remember, Republicans celebrated the Supreme Court's ruling to get rid of affirmative action because to them, it was another way to keep black people from succeeding. Next, the Biden-Harris administration committed $900 more to the maximum award in Pell Grants over the past 2 years to benefit low and middle income students. You know what's really sad about this is that many students benefit from Pell Grants, even students in red states whose parents continue to vote against their own best interests. Next, they increased funding to minority serving institutions and made improvements to the student loan system. You know, I have many times talked about my circle of friends in college. Many of us went to college thanks to programs like EOP&S and financial aid from Pell Grants. We are now productive members of society who pay into the system that did so much for us. Most of our kids are in college now, and they don't even benefit from these programs because we don't qualify. But you know what? We are all happy to pay it forward and pay for those programs to exist. So one party is trying to make it harder for black people to get into college by cutting programs and funding aimed at minority communities, and the other party is trying to make it easier for black people to get into college by increasing funding and expanding admission qualifications. So to answer the question, what have Democrats done for the black community? They made it easier for us to be college students and increase the likelihood of us being successful college students as well. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in their heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.